Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your boy Jerry speaking. Well, vlog Dresiku, witam. But this time it's gonna be in English and very little of editing. Maybe this time I'll manage to actually publish any of this video. So today is June 18th, Sunday, and what we are gonna do is we're gonna take a Polonaise for a test drive, or not a test drive, but more like a pre-flight check. Polonaise has been in my house for good 5 years, I think now. No, 4 years, since 2019. No, 18, so that would be 5. And I use it to take part in a rally, Zlombol 2018 to Greece. Then in 2019, I used it to drive around here. And then since it was parked in the garage, and I took it only, I think, during COVID for spin. But a few weeks ago, I changed the battery, I added some oil, and the car started just like new. So today, because we are 1 or 2 weeks before a new edition of Zlombol, we're going to take it for a bit of a test drive today. I'm in Frankfurt, if I didn't mention that yet. So we're going to drive around Frankfurt. Not far away, we have a little bit of a hills called Taunus Mountains. So we're going to go there and see how Polonaise does under hill and downhill. This will tell me a lot. The thing is, next weekend, just weekend before we go, I have to drive it back to Poland, which is 950 kilometers from where I am today. But I expect that car to behave a little bit better than Lublin did last year, and actually not die on me just 1 week before the start. But anyway, I'll take you there with me. Hopefully I'll make a video finally this time. And if not, well, that's going to be just another video on my phone. So folks, I'll see you later. This edition is going to be mostly in English because I have some international people who would like to understand this, but don't worry. Or if I edit the video, I'll probably add also the subtitles. I might from time to time speak Polish in it, but subtitles will be for both languages anyway. So folks, I'll see you in a minute. See you later. So folks, welcome to my garage. Well, underground parking, but Polonaise is there. Nobody stole it. And our pearl of condominium design and Polish automotive industry is there. Let's have a quick look. Here it is, the baby 1996 Polonaise, FSO Polonaise Caro actually. So, well, let's see how it behaves. So, my dears, Polonaise has started, so we can go for a ride. So of course I'll take seatbelts. Seatbelts are still important despite the fact that this is just a can. But with my lovely operator here behind the camera, we'll see how it drives. So first we go to the petrol station to fill up the car because we don't have, well, we have enough, but let's put it full tank. Let's see if it's actually gonna be losing fuel, because the other Polonaise is like that. And then we'll see how far we get, hopefully without problem. I'll see you later. Gentlemen, welcome on board of FSO Polonaise. This car was made in 1996 in Poland, and in the factory of Warsaw, just before it was bought by the EU, I think. That's why this is not yet the EU Polonaise, but it's FSO Polonaise. And to be honest, after 3 years in the garage, so far cars just drives like new. So first few miles behind us, let's see what's going on later, and let's keep fingers crossed. So welcome back on board of Polonaise. It's pretty noisy, but you know, the only AC that we have, air conditioning that we have on board, is the manual one called Windowtronic. So that means basically all the windows are open because, well, it's Polonaise. But so far so good. What we did is we raised the value of the car by around 50 euro by filling up the tank up to the full. So far so good. The temperature is nice and steady. For the moment I thought that there is something wrong, the car is heating up, but as soon as we reach the normal speed, the temperature drops to 85 degrees, so I think so far is so good. But now we're gonna do an ultimate test. We are going to Taunus, and we'll try to climb to the Grossfeldberg with this car and then see if we're gonna kill it or not. This is the last moment when I can do these tests, because if something happens today or tomorrow, I can still send it back to Poland and get it fixed. So far though, after 3 years, it brakes, it accelerates, it turns, and there are no issues, there are no weird noises, no white smoke. Just drives as new. So I hope that won't change. So Polonaise, very good job so far. And folks, we keep going. So dear followers, we are going over there. I'm not sure if you're gonna see it, but there is a tower on top of that hill, which is around 700 meters above the sea level. And this is where we are going, Polonaise, today for a final test. I think this is a good test because it's uphill and downhill, and I'll be able to tell if this car is struggling or not. So far on the motorway is going right. The cruising speed 100 kilometers on a meter, so 90 something probably in real life, but so far so good. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in a couple of minutes, hopefully on top of the hill, or maybe on the way up or way down, we'll see. But until that moment, I'll see you later. So guys, we have got off the autobahn and we are starting the test. It's slightly up the hill now, but then later it will go worse and worse. So keep fingers crossed and let's see. We are gaining the speed. So far so good. And then let's hope I'll see you in a couple of kilometers. It goes like a supercar, I can tell you that. We are going now uphill, and to be honest, I'm on the top gear now, on the 5th gear. And this engine, and this specific engine in this car, it's nothing more standard. It's 1.6 liter, but for some reason this one, and we know that from the past, has amazing performance actually. Now I had to reduce to 4, but still, it's just climbing without really a sweat, you know. So, guys, it goes well. And now I can feel the torque, and I can go back again to 5th gear, and I'm going, and we are going up, and I can hear that now in my ears. So, we're going up. See you later. Guys, I have really forgotten what is the pleasure of driving FSO Polonaise. And this is not a joke or air quotes. It is for me a genuine pleasure. On normal days, I'm driving BMW Series 4, which is a wonderful car, quick, comfortable. But Polonaise, folks, is so raw, right? It's just mechanics. Here in the physics, and it goes, and manual gearbox, while in Polonaise it was usually a piece of shit. In this specific model, it's still amazing. It's a standard 5-gear gearbox, but even now we are managing without much of a problem to climb up the hill. So yeah. But what I was going to say, it is a pleasure. It is not comfortable, although even worse. I can tell you the first moment after I changed from my daily car to this one, I felt like sitting in a chair in the kitchen. But yeah, after what we did now, 40 kilometers, I got it used to it. And I know that's completely different than the 5,000, but we'll make it. The crossroad to Grossfeldberg, where the road will get even more steep. But that's not a problem for Polonaise. The only problem is noise, right? You can probably barely hear me. That's why I would probably have to either shout or add subtitles. But the noise is something I can't avoid, unfortunately, especially that we have to keep windows open, as there is no AC in this car, and the normal air circulation anyway is shit. It blows me the hot air anyway, right? But folks, now we are going the extra stretch, which is much more steep, so let's see how it goes. Temperature is 86 degrees, which is not bad for a car that is climbing. Now is the last piece, the most steep part. I will reduce gear to 2, and let's see if we can climb and not break the seal under the head of the car. So look there, this is our steep, and we are on the second gear. To be honest, piece of cake. And we managed to get up to the top of Grossfeldberg without breaking a sweat. So guys, I would like to welcome you on the highest hill in the Frankfurt area, Grossfeldberg. It is 700 meters above the... And what the fuck are you trying to do now? 700 above the sea level, and the car didn't break the sweat. So I'm gonna do the round and see where we can park, maybe, for the change. So the temperature risen to 90 degrees, which is fine. As long as it stays there. But I have to tell you, so far, not a big problem. Ooh, I broke the sweat, not the car. Fortunately, there's no way to park, so we could not take you for a walk, I think. That's not a problem. We go back to base. So guys, we went up to the Grossfeldberg, which is pretty high, and Polonez didn't break the sweat. So it's a good sign, I have to say. Now I'm gonna keep it running for a minute without driving. Let's see if all the cooling works properly. But it's not raising too fast either, so I think it's okay for a car that was not really maintained for the last 3 years, apart from a few things that we changed. Well, where we stand, temperature is 95, but it's not raising too high, which is okay. The fan should kick in only around 100. So, and I think it's running. We can have a quick look and let's see. Because the thing is, it is running. So of course I missed that part when it was running, but it is running. So there's nothing, at least so far, to be worried about that. For some reason it won't start. We are leaking a little bit of coolant here, but that's probably because I put too much of it. Let's hope that's not going to be a problem in the long run. But it's very likely because I put a little bit more of distillated water than I supposed to. But it looks good. So we're hitting the road again, and I'll see you in a shorter while, right? See you later. Oh, it's running. So we're hitting the road. See you. So welcome back. Polonez managed. We did I think 60 kilometers as a test drive, and it didn't cook itself, so it's a good start. Well, that's it for today, and ladies and gentlemen, I will see you probably soon Take care.